Just like many of you, I just watched President Trump's address regarding the coronavirus. And one of the things that I'm fascinated by is the amount of talk afterwards on different news stations about about his presence, about the way he was showing up. And I think it's fascinating because I think there's always, whenever you see a leader speak, there's always the content of what's being said, and there's always the emotional context of what's being said. And I think the reason why I just wanted to record this video really quickly is because it's fascinating. Like we think it's all about the facts and what is being said, but I think so much of it also, we know this is important because you listen to the news. I'm pointing at the TV over there, and that's what people are talking about. As much as what his presence was like as what he said. And what he said, the content was quite extensive, putting a travel ban between the US and Europe in place. And so I think my point is this is for each one of us, we can I'm certainly, there is a tremendous burden and responsibility on our leaders right now, but I also think for each of us and thinking about what we can control, I think it's an important point to think about is when we're speaking to those within our influence, and even as I do this now, trying to be sensitive to this with you as well, is considering all the people within our influence, and even those people that may be less likely candidates for our influence, who may be within our grasp anyway. How do we show up best in a way, in a composed kind of way that would communicate a sense of connection, but also a sense of clarity and calm. And it was interesting because someone was saying, like, was he projecting a sense of himself that he's got this? And I think that's a fascinating thing. Are we doing that? And I think the fact is we're all dealing with tremendous pressure, and so but it's pretty interesting to think about. So what can we do to show up as our best selves in moments where we're communicating with those people in our influence? I hope that you're feeling a sense of being supported, because it is difficult to even show up as our best selves without that kind of support. So just some thoughts.